Hello guys, what's up? Welcome to faith&Steve YouTube channel, and yeah, this is Faith. And so guys, today I'm just going to talk about something. And first of all, guys, kindly make sure you subscribe if you've not yet subscribed, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to watch our videos. And yeah, if you've not yet watched the rest of our videos, kindly do so. I really appreciate for everything. And guys, first of all, we really thanks God because at least you are getting better. Yeah, if I'm like this because I haven't been feeling so much better, but then again, I had to do something for you guys, and at least some encouragement, and also we have a small talk. And yeah, our baby is sleeping, baby Steve. Yeah. So guys, what I'm going to talk today is how does it feel being married to somebody who is not from your clan? You know, somebody from a different clan. And guys, who I don't know where to start. Maybe you guys can start by telling me, what do you think? If you've been married maybe to somebody else who is not from your clan, or maybe a white man, maybe somebody just a foreigner, maybe from different continents, maybe you can tell us how does it feel, or what difference do you feel from having, like me, I'm a Kenyan, and I'm married to a foreigner, like I'm married to a white man. So obviously it's different from the way if I would have been married to a Kenyan man. So maybe you guys can tell me, what do you think the difference is? For the first thing I'm going to say is about communication. I feel like communication, it's sometimes maybe challenging, or let me say it's sometimes maybe kind of difficult. The way maybe the other person will understand, or maybe the way you understand, because we come from different backgrounds, different clans, different society, different country, and of course the way maybe I'll speak something, it will be different to another person. So I feel like communication, getting married to a white man, all they need is usually they really want someone to be so much into detail. Like, you have to be so much honest. Like everything you do, you have to include him. And here in our country, Kenya, as the way it is, when I'm married to a Kenyan, or when you're married to a Kenyan, Kenyans are just usually simple, like, just tell me basic things, and some things you can just do them and you can just go on with it. But if you're married to a white person, all they need is pure honesty. Like, you have to say everything like you're reporting. You have to say everything into detail, step by step. Like maybe a small things matters, of course, but as in our African culture way, like, there's some things I'm a woman, I can just do and I won't see any problem. But getting married to the other side, you have to be very you have to have good communication. You have to be very sincere. You have to be always honest with what you say and what you do. I guess that is something that it has been, you have to look on it if you're getting married to a white man, or if maybe you're getting married to another person from a different clan. Another thing that I came and realized is about of course, food. Food, like for dinner, you can cook dinner and the way you're used to, but them is different. For them, maybe they are not used to such kind of food. Like, my husband doesn't take ugali at all, and he has tried it, but he can't eat it like, I'm eating a meal. He has never. So food is also something different, that and making their food is not that difficult. You just have to learn, and you make them. But sometimes they feel safe when they do it themselves. So food is also something that is there, you know. As in our country, when I'm married, maybe now, let me say, when you're married, maybe you're from Nigeria, you're married to a Nigerian, you know the kind of food you eat, and you just know, well, when I cook for my husband, he will like this. This is for breakfast, this is for lunch, this is for dinner. But for me, it's kind of different, because you have to make breakfast, yes, you have to make lunch, you have to make dinner. Sometimes I find this kind of food repeating themselves to them, because they're not so much into details like us in food, you know. So that's quite a challenge, but it is what it is. You have to go with it. Another thing is that I came to realize is a story of dowry payment. If you're married to a white man, sometimes it's very hard to convince them on dowry, you know. If you're married to a white man, you know, it's like you have to make them understand. They have to do this, they have to do this, they have to do this. If you're coming from an African culture, you understand it's we like, our men have to pay dowry if you come from an African culture. I don't know from the other side, but that is what usually happens. So you see, sometimes if you find a man from a different culture, it's very difficult for you to tell them, you know, like maybe from a different continent, like, you know, maybe me now, like I'm from Kenya and my husband is from the US, or maybe if you're married, if you're from Kenya, maybe your husband is from Germany or somewhere. It's somehow difficult for them to understand. So the best thing is the best thing that has to happen is for you to make them understand the reasons, how it happens, you know, everything. And another thing is that also, yeah, because, you know, for example, our culture, you have to take cows, some goats, and some small money, you know, and it's kind of different culture from them. Of course, you must also look up on the other side of their culture. It happens. So maybe you can also tell us down the comments where you're from, and tell us, how does it feel, maybe you being married to another person, how do you put the dowry thing on the table? Guys, for me that was a bit of challenge, but it is what it is. So another thing that usually happens is, you know, like our African culture way, I'm a Luo from Nyanza, Suba, Migori, Suba land. If you know Suba land, you know Gwasi, Kiabuya. Yeah, I'm from that place. So you find things are a bit different when you're married with another guy from not a guy from your culture. Like I was also just trying to say, you know, I'm a Luo. So like, you have to respect the man, you know. You don't just have to shout all the time. You know, you don't have to. You have to listen to your man. And there are some cultures whereby, you know, if your man stand up, you have to stand up. If he quarrels, you have to quarrel. You know, as you're not taught like that. As you're taught, you have to be submissive. Maybe if he treats us a point that maybe you see things are not so much well, and maybe things are leaning so much on you that you can't really hold them. Of course, there's no marriage which is perfect. You just have to stand up on the ground, and, you know, you have to say, and if things are not okay, you have to call his parents and try explain, not your people, because if you talk to your people, they look at him on the other side. Sorry, and it will be a side of a way of discussing him, so of which is not good. And there's no one who is perfect, of course. So if you see such things happening, that is how we do it. Like, if I see things are not happening well on Steven's side, I go to his parents, I put them on the table, and I talk to them. If he sees things are not happening to me very well, he comes to my people and, you know, say. So that is how we do it in our cultural way, you know, being Luo. Another thing that I feel it is I've already said miscommunication sometimes. Yo, guys, like us African ladies, we are born with that boldness, you know. We are born with that art of being you. Like we don't know how to hide things, you know. You say it the way it is. Hey. Like, you know, we don't like being lied to. It is better for me to come and tell you black and white, you know, other than just wanting you to get into problems or troubles. Some people just want you to get into troubles because they'll be happy about it. But remember, not everyone is happy of how you are or who you are. So it happens. So the best thing to do is always listen to your inner soul and always walk on the right path, not to make mistakes. Yeah, guys. Another thing, let me think. Another thing is the way of approach of situations, you know. Us, maybe just the same way I've said, maybe if I've wronged you, or if maybe my husband has wronged me, you know, we sit about it. We don't go to bed without talking about it, you know, and we make sure the differences are dealt with, you know. But in our African, if your man does anything wrong to you, if your man has just cheated, you just leave with your bag and go to your parents. Or you go to your friend's place where you can be able to at least lay your head for a night. But to them, I've never really encountered that, because Stephen is this kind of a person that does not really want to go to sleep without sorting an issue, you know. But as when you're mad, I'm like, no, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to be myself. But then, to them, that is not good. So you have to talk about it, whether you are mad, whether you are not. You have to talk about it. So sometimes that I actually find it a challenge, because I'm this kind of a person, because I'm a quiet person. I'm this kind of a person. If I'm pissed off, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to watch and just to keep calm. I don't want to address it. I'll maybe just come later, after maybe 2 days or after a day. I just sit you down and I tell you, know what, I never like this because of this and this. Because I believe if you are high, if I am high, we will not talk about anything, you know. People have different personalities. People have different way of maybe sorting an issue, and you cannot force issues, you know. There are people who are born, everyone is born differently. So that is usually sometimes a challenge to me, because I'm this kind of person. I don't want to talk when something has really made me so mad. It's better for me to watch, or even if you've wronged me, it's better for me to watch and analyze it very well. But you, on the other side, whether you are mad or not, you have to answer. So, because they're this kind of people that they feel like you have to talk about it. The way you feel, the way you are, you have to face it there. Yeah. Another thing, as African, I think we have a lot of traditional weird stuffs, and I can't say stuffs. Sorry for saying stuffs. I think stuffs is not good to say. I think we have our traditions that we still follow. Yet on the other side, these people do not have traditions. And if they have traditions, they are in an English mode of way that I don't know how to put it. They're just like a modern way of life. Like, this is how you're supposed to do it, this is not how you're supposed to do it. They have that way, you know. But as we're like, no, you have to follow, this is what happens, this is our tradition, you know. So we are born different. That's what I'm saying. Coming from a different culture, it's really hard sometimes, you know. But then you have to cope up with it, because this is a person that you've chosen for the rest of your life, and you have to stay there with him, whether you like it or not. People disagree, people agree to disagree. So it's life, you know. And another thing that I can say is that I think as Africans, we don't like the life of partying so much. We don't like the life of, you know, going out all the time. We feel as if we're spending money for nothing, you know. We feel as if that money, I'm supposed to use it somewhere, you know. But these are our brothers, our sisters from the other side of the country. For them, they see it as a family way, you know. Yeah, for them, they feel it as a family way. For us, yes, okay, I can take you maybe twice a month outside, maybe for dinner, or maybe I can take you out, maybe you go just to relax your mind, you know, twice a month or even thrice a month. But for them, they can go like 2 days a week or 3 days a week. They don't see anything wrong with that. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. There are differences, there are challenges, but they are there. They were built for us. Who will, like, if you don't go through them, who will go through them? Yeah, so I think those are the differences that I usually feel married marriage from a different person, not from our clan, not from our country. And do I regret? No, I don't regret, because I have a good marriage, and I really appreciate to God, because you know there are families whereby they fight each and every day, you know, each and every day, every time. So I think as long as it is not a fighting marriage, as long as you're not being, someone is not fighting you physically, you know, how do we call it? I've forgotten. As long as you're not getting bruises, as long as that man is not touching you, beating you all over, as long as it's not a violent marriage, you're good to go. It's not an abusive marriage, you're good to go. So things happens, you know. So yeah, I think that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, as long as, but if you're in a toxic marriage, please, man, love your life, because our days are numbered. We're not here to live forever. Yeah, there are also other future generations which are coming. So the way you live, make yourself happy. And money is not the solution of everything. I know money is a solution, but it's not a solution to everything. You might be having money, but you lack what? You lack peace. And if you don't have peace of mind, you don't have anything in this world. So you have to be very, very careful the kind of marriage you're getting yourself into. You have to be very, very careful the person that you're dating. And if it's a toxic thing, just give it on your way out, because God has a reason for everything. God has a reason to why He's trying to show you something that maybe you'll come and see later, and it will be too late. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Being married to a white man, it's beautiful, it's nice, because I just feel happy. Yes. And do I regret? Like I said before, no, I don't regret. And this is the best relationship ever that I have been, aside from my previous relationship. This is the best relationship, this is the best marriage, and I thank God so much I never chose wrong. So guys, be careful to the kind of partner you choose in this world. So I think I'm done for the day. I have to go back, eat and sleep. Another thing, guys, maybe you can tell me, to those women who have given birth, I feel like if I eat early, if I eat at around 8 or 7, oh my God, East African time, at around 11, 12, I'm so hungry. I think it's because of breastfeeding. So I decided that I'll be eating at around 9, yes, latest 9:30, so that at least I go to bed in case I breastfeed. Yeah, so in case I breastfeed during the night, I don't feel dizzy, you know, and I don't feel hungry, you know, like I have to wake up, come and eat at the middle of the night. No, I don't want that. I don't want to deal with baby fats. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying this. Maybe if I'm wrong, you guys can just comment down below there and let me know if I'm wrong, but that is how I'm feeling. Mothers in the building, tell me. Guys, it's enough for the day, and guys, we love you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for your love and for the support that you've always shown on to us. I really appreciate for everything that you guys have been supporting. You have been so supportive. You like our videos, you comment on our videos. We love you so much. And guys, tell us what videos do you really want us to do, so that we can be able to do. As long as they are good videos, they are teaching videos, they are educative videos. And another thing, women, be prayerful. Be prayerful, mostly because you're in this world whereby you cannot tell what is coming for your kids. Life is just there. Life is just there. LGBTQ is there. Oh my God, these are things that I think it's not good. It's not good. But we are in this world. What will you do? You just have to live by prayers and keep your family safe by praying. Sometimes fast. Our men need our hands. Sometimes just pray. You never know. A prayer that God hears. Even if you say just a word, He will just hear. I have a call from a friend of mine. I think I'm going to pick it up. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, and remember, God, be prayerful. Love you so much, guys. Bye. Subscribe. I'll say hi to Steve in case you guys, you're not seeing him around here, but he's doing something. And yeah, love you guys. Bye bye.